You know, in life, if you continue doing business with piece of people, you're only asking for trouble in your life. So Clav, let me ask you, did you really think this was such a good idea, you asshole?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Can I sit with you for a second?
So it looks like Ben, that piece of shit PDF file, is still running around town like an asshole, thinking he's famous, but we all know by now, he's not famous for what he wants to be.
15-year-old, alright?
Well, you know what him and his brother Dylan, those PDF file partners in crime, those pieces of shit, do you know what they're doing now for fame? They're sniping kick streams. That's how desperate these losers are. They took a flight to Miami, to the Baccarat Club. Remember the club that Clav pretends he owns, but really the Israeli mobsters own it? Well, they took a flight to be in that club just so they can be seen on camera like a bunch of assholes. Because don't forget, Ben and his buddy brother Dylan, right? They're both Israeli too. And now you gotta ask yourself, is there a connection between the Bend-Over brothers, Ben and Dylan, and Hai Waknin and the Israeli mafia? Well, wait until I show you this shit. So the last time we saw Ben, remember, he was getting name called out of that arena and he cried like a little bitch and ran away when the whole arena knew exactly what he was famous for. Well, like I said in the beginning, they want to still be famous, right? So they decided a good idea is to go to the Baccarat Club and snipe streams of famous streamers like Clav. So before I tell you the story of what happened, because I'm telling you it's going to be a good one, I want to thank my sponsor. So if you guys don't mind, I tried to make this as entertaining as possible. I want to thank my sponsor, Mint Mobile. Can't they ever find better music for this shit? I've been listening to this like an asshole for over an hour.
Okay, are you ready for your confirmation number?
Yeah, I'm ready for a confirmation.
Okay, it's gonna be A as in apple.
A is for asshole. Go ahead.
B as in Peter.
P is for Peter. One more.
Okay, then it's gonna...
Hello? Don't tell me I lost signal. I can't ever get signal with this piece of shit service. I need to find myself a new one. So I've never had good cell service with any network in my area until I found Mint Mobile. It reaches 98% of Americans and is the largest 5G network in America. And the thing is, it starts at only $15 a month. So this is what I use now, and you should too. You can even use your old unlocked phone or shop for a new one and be activated in minutes. Because you know why? There's no stores or salespeople to deal with. If you like your money and you want the best service, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/John Bravo. That's mintmobile.com/John Bravo. So first at the club, you see Clav sitting there trying to rap. I don't know why he thinks he knows how to rap. And he's dancing around like an asshole. I mean, I've never seen anyone dance like this. If you think about it, even Peggy has better dance moves than this asshole. So the Bend-Over brothers, they show up at the Club Baccarat, right? And I'm watching the stream, and all of a sudden, if you're looking, right, I see, and I didn't expect this, I saw a big, huge nose, you know, Dylan, I see it popping out of the screen. And then I'm like, if I see this asshole, I know Ben has to be close by. And then I see Clav, and he walks by Ben, he looks at him, and he recognizes him. He walks over, and I'm thinking, you know, he recognizes him for that PDF file shit, and he's gonna say some crazy shit to him to get a clip. But no, he goes up to him like he's his fucking hero. What kind of shit is that?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Can I sit with you for a second? It's my birthday. What's going on, brother? How you doing? I'm doing good. Hey, Ollie, you're a nice guy. Wait, can we remake? Let's remake the video. Let's do it. You ready? Yeah. Ali, you're a nice guy, but I'm not someone that's just gonna let you speak to him this way. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? What do you mean? Ali, 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 Ali! This fucking guy. That's the man right here. My boy.
And then I'm sitting there watching this love affair, and I see them all of a sudden take off their sunglasses, start putting them on each other like a bunch of sharmutas do when they're around each other.
You guys already know. You want to live it? Want to live it up? Come to Baccarat.
Ladies in the cinema, make some noise.
If you like them, I'm going to give you new ones. Let me see how it looks. This is class, bro. Yeah, bro, these are sick. What brand? How do I get these? I'm gonna buy you some. No, I'm gonna get you some. Alright? Tomorrow I'm gonna order for you some and I'm gonna get you some.
What we doing?
Bro, dude, thank you so much. These are sick, dude. These are so. You know what? Ever since I spoke to you, went a little bit this way, but then it became a fucking man. And I love that. I saw the growth. I told people. Now I love you. It takes a while, you know.
So I'm sitting there, I'm watching, right? And I started thinking, and you know what I think is going on over here? You guys tell me what you think. You guys remember when the Chinese man in the restaurant, the old man, took Ben under his wing to teach him Kung Fu in that restaurant, and Ben explained how he fell in love with him?
What I did find was a Chinese restaurant right across the street. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me and he said, that kid is special.
Well, I think Ben is trying to do the same thing to Clav and fall in love with him. Look how they're looking at each other. And the best part, I realized, he even wants to taste the cream of some young guy from Clav, just like that Chinese restaurant owner tasted his, that asshole.
It is what it is. I didn't know what I was doing at first. I was just doing too many good. But you're around the right people, you're only going to go up to the top. At least, you know, all my bad habits are done and I'm only 20. Yes.
Because look, while they're sitting there looking at each other, they both decide that they want to do a stream together. And when the whole party was over, all this shit show, right? Clav even couldn't leave the club without specifically going and finding Ben over to make sure that he had his number in his phone.
My brother, I'll see you. I'm gonna message you tomorrow, okay? Wait, let me make sure I have your number.
So it turns out I did some digging, and Bend Over Ben and Dylan were invited to that club Baccarat that night because they're friends with High Wakneen, fitting, right? They're friends with the Israeli mobsters. And I started thinking, I thought Ben was bullshitting like usual, because in my DMs when I told him my lawyer wanted to reach out to him, he said, listen, John, your last video, remember how you called Wakneen's wife, you called her Sharmuta? Well, he's really pissed at you. And I thought he was just saying this bullshit to scare me. And I was thinking in my head, I go, listen, asshole, all girls, to me, when I see them, right, if they're a Sharmuta, I'm going to say it how it is. So I called her a Sharmuta, but you can't really take it personal, because when I call them that, I'm going to say it how it is. But saying that, I love Sharmutas, and I wish there was more of them. So now we see that Clav is associating himself with really dangerous, really shady people, right? The Israeli mob. How much worse can you get? But you can get a lot worse when you associate yourself with Bend Over Ben and his big-nosed brother Dylan. What do you guys think? Guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like on my video.